not. Ooh, I feel it. I feel it getting a little slippery. Yo, what's up guys? It's Dylan with Diverse Forward Research and Built to Drive Media channel. Today, I'm going to be driving a Audi S5. So I'm meeting up with Minh Tran at Legacy Furniture Gallery. I'll be driving the Hummer over there. Let's go get this footage for you guys. Can't wait to show you guys the car. So a lot of you guys are familiar with my company already, and you guys know that I'm about handling and wheel fitment. So this review isn't going to be your traditional review to where it's like, oh, this car makes this much horsepower, it stops at this time, it does this and that. Sure, we'll drop a few little specs for you guys, but it's not about that. I'm going to take this car to a dope road I like to drive a lot. We'll put it in launch mode and try out that launch mode sequence, and we'll also get some footage of me handling the back roads. I think that'll be pretty cool to take the car out there and review how the suspension feels going up the mountain and all that good stuff. So I can't wait to take this car to the back road and see that Quattro in action. Right now I am pulling up to Legacy Furniture Gallery in Manteca, California. So I'm super juiced about this right now. I have not drove this year S5, so I'm real excited. I didn't even know that it had a launch control feature on it. I'm gonna ask him how do we set that mode up before we head out. Yeah, we're here. There's the S5. Right now we are in the 2010 Audi S5 Quattro, and the parking brake is on and I don't know how to take it off. So here's the parking brake. Parking brake is released, and let's get going. I'm excited about this review. Hopefully you guys are too. We're gonna get it to the back roads and let it rip. I don't know how low this car is, so I'm kind of scared going out of this driveway. Okay, we didn't rub, so that's a good thing. Now we're gonna make our way to the freeway. This diesel's crazy. He didn't even stop. It started to scare me. It's a little bit scarier when you're driving other people's cars. So my first impressions of this car is it's pretty nice. You can feel the quality in the car. You can feel the leather. It's real soft. The dynamic mode is nice. It's real driver oriented. The dashboard really faces the driver in here. I just recently drove a 2016 Audi S5, and that was a blast. I believe that was about 450 horsepower. It had the Bang & Olufsen 27 speaker surround sound, not the traditional 23 speaker surround sound. To tell you the truth, this feels real close to the 2016, and this is a 2010. Some of the traits that are very similar is the carbon fiber that you're going to see right here, and it is an option to have all this carbon fiber when you first purchase the vehicle. But the interior layout is real nice and it's real driver friendly. Another thing that's worth mentioning is this car does have magnetic ride control. So if you're not familiar with MagRide or magnetic ride control, it's pretty much magnets inside of the struts in the suspension. And what those magnets do is when you're switching from comfort mode, auto to dynamic mode, those magnets either tighten or loosen up to give you a stiffer or softer ride. When you go into dynamic mode, that's when the magnets are going to stiffen up. When you go into comfort mode, then they soften up or loosen up. And Audi does a fantastic job with their mag ride. Literally fantastic. I was in a 2016 Audi S5 on the bumpiest road in the world in dynamic mode. And once I hit the comfort mode, it was night and day. I'm dead serious. It was night and day. You couldn't feel the bumps anymore. I was gliding on top of the road, and the car still handled so nice. The A7 even handled even better. It was a 2020 A7, and it's just beautiful. But Audi does a great, fantastic job with making their cars handle. We're getting ready to pull up. I'm sorry about that horrible audio that you guys just heard. I have the window cracked, and this GoPro is stuck to the window right now. So I apologize about that. This car is very, very driver friendly. The seats feel nice. The leather feels nice. It feels like you're in a safe place when you drive this car. Everything's at the driver's reach, arms, everything's here. Your whole interface, every single thing is right here in front of you. It's a nice leather steering wheel up on this car. The user interface is great. This is definitely a German muscle car. Oh man. We're doing 100 miles an hour. Oh man, that was exciting. We are doing 30 miles an hour. We're doing 70 already, and we're pulling up on that car right now. This car is very subtle and very tamed. It doesn't bother you when you're driving it. You know how some cars, you'll drive it, you'll hit a bump, and it's just all over the road, and it's shaking, and you really have to focus to drive it. This car, you don't have to focus to drive it. It's real comfortable. You hop in it. These are big bolster seats right here, but they don't restrict you from moving. There's like race car seats I've been in to where they literally restrict your movement, and you drop your elbow back, and next thing you know, you hit your elbow on it, and they're that stiff and it hurts. This is just real nice and just comfortable. It almost feels like a touring car. Like, I could probably drive this car to Las Vegas and it wouldn't bother me. Yeah, it's a little small, but if you just have one passenger and you're just throwing some stuff in the back to go to Vegas for, 3 to 4 days, this would be a nice car to take out to Vegas. And you can hear the V8. This is definitely a German muscle car. This feels equivalent. The handling's a hell of a lot better, but this is equivalent to as if the Germans had a Mustang or a Camaro. That's the feeling that I get from this. It feels damn near like a German muscle car. I don't know how better to put it or what other words to phrase it in, but this feels like a German muscle car to me. Everybody's getting off work right now, so we won't be able to drive the pass as fast as I would like, but we'll definitely still be able to drive it. I switched the car into dynamic mode already, so it's, feeling real tight and stuff like that. Feels real planted right now. 19s with a low profile tire. A lot of people like big puffy tires. I like nice low pro tires. I feel that you could feel the tires rolling, and you can feel when a tire locks and when a tire has grip on a low pro better than a big comfort tire. I think we're in the 4.2 V8 right now. We'll check back with Min when we touch down with him, but I believe it's the 4.2 V8 2010 Audi S5, and we're getting ready to take this thing back up to the mountain pass, which is Tesla Road that links Tracy to Livermore. So we're basically going outside of the valley to the Bay Area through this pass. I can't wait to take you guys on it. You can hear the V8 growling right now. It sounds so nice. It's just a mellow tone V8, and it just sounds amazing. I love Audis. I'm a big fan of Audis. I've had Audis in the past, and honestly, I really so bad want another Audi. This is one of my favorite roads right here. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and wait till I get back up here and then flip a biatch. Whoa, that was a pothole. I was like, that's a nice turnaround spot, but that was a huge pothole. There's one more little spot I can turn around up over here. So I'll do it then. And I can see people coming from right here, so this will give me an opportunity right now to actually be able to drive a little bit for you guys. So right now I am flipping one, and I am going to go up here to the top of this hill and wait for someone to come. Once someone comes, I will start going. Here's a good point for me to wait because I can see people coming on that road. So once someone's coming, I'll go ahead and take off, and that'll give me a lot of road ahead of me to kind of drive. So we got a car coming right now. So I'll give myself just a little bit of time, and then we'll put it in manual mode. So now we're going to go ahead and shift the gears for the car so I can redline it a little bit. Let me just make sure this thing's recording. Alright. We're good to go, guys. Ooh, I feel it. I feel it getting a little slippery. Damn it. It's nice though. It handles like almost like a rear-wheel drive would, where the rear ends swung out a little bit. So that was a good feeling to have. I gotta watch it because there is traffic on this road right now, and I am not used to this car, so don't want to do anything stupid. But I do want to drive it a little bit. Guys, my thoughts right here, you can lose it, especially in a heavy car. Just really tightens up right here, and if you go a little too hard, that rear end will step out on you and you'll hit the guardrail and you'll completely miss this turn right here. Right here, this little dip turn, get in the groove, lock it in, and right here you can floor it out. Same thing right here, you wanna do a little twist, get that in the pocket, and rock it out. Can't see anything right here, so let's slow down a little bit. Right here I can, there's no cars coming. Jump the line, and woo, breaking the tires loose. Jump the car, catch a little bit of air, and no cars coming, let's get it. Let's go. Alright, we're doing 90 miles an hour back here, guys. Alright, and we hit the bottom already. So we got it back in auto mode, and this thing is, it's a beast. I can't lie, it's a beast, man. We're hitting these corners that are 15 and 30 mile an hour. I can't even talk right now. But yeah, we're hitting these turns up here, and it's exciting. I can't say too much about it, but it is exciting. It's so exciting. I'm used to these turns from driving my Civic up here, my MR2. I actually drove my MR2. I'll come out at 11 o'clock at night, take my MR2 out for about 2 hours, and literally just drive up and down that road for hours. But you get used to that. You get used to the weight balance, you get used to the weight distribution, you get used to the handling, you literally just get used to it. So I'm not used to this car. So to be out there doing, you know, like right now, we're about to hit a turn at, again, 80 miles an hour, and it's a 40 mile an hour turn right here. And you can see the car rolling into it, and I'm not used to this car. We were up there, and you could feel the rear end stepping out on me. Not bad, but it's definitely exciting. We left the cars behind us right now. I wish there was a nice sports car behind us, so I could show you how this thing gets down. This is definitely a German muscle car. I wouldn't say it's the best handling car out there, but I would definitely say it's fun. I'm surprised the rear end let me kick it out as much as it did, and the brakes are so nice on here. A lot of people don't know how to drive with their brakes, and you know, trail braking and getting up there was just amazing. One thing that I didn't like as much as I would have liked was the pedal shifters. I thought getting out there with the pedal shifters would have been kind of cool, but the pedal shifters kind of gave me a loss of direction, a loss of sensation, because sometimes you can get into third gear up there, and you know, that's 90 plus miles an hour. I gotta grab the camera real quick, guys. Oh, seatbelt, please. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go. Let's get it in. We're gonna do it right now. Yeah, so sometimes you can get it into third gear up there, but having the pedal shifters made me feel a disconnect from the car, if that makes any sense. The reason why I felt kind of disconnected was I didn't know what the hell gear I was in on two of the turns, and I'm worried about what gear I'm in versus driving, and redlining the car, and sometimes it's better to be in a higher gear flooring it than a lower gear flooring it, because you're at the top of your red line, you're producing more torque versus horsepower. So you really want to find that balance, and by not having a manual transmission or just something in my face, like even if I had not even the speed, who needs speed when you're speeding? You don't need to know how fast you're going, but it would have been real nice even if it had a pop-up display of just simply what gear I'm in. The pop-up display can have an RPM and a gear. That's all you need. That's it. I don't need to know how fast I'm going, but it would have been real nice to have RPM and gear, so I know what gear I'm in and where my RPMs are at, and that way I can know if I have enough power or RPM left to power over a slide, or if I need to see that corner coming up and it's better for me to shift gears right now, or wait to shift gears. But that's, again, something you could get used to when it's your car. That's my only complaint about this car. Other than that, it's nice, it's settled, it's grown up, it's clean. I'm doing all this with AC on. To pull up that mountain like the way that we did, and a lot of cars, you'd have to turn the damn AC off, and we're chilling in here with AC right now. So, I mean, that's amazing. Audi, I love you guys. I love the hell out of you guys, man. This car is a badass car. Thanks for allowing me to take it out and do my thing in it. So, there's not too much more to say. We're going to make our way back towards town, so we give Min his car, and hopefully get a few clips of B-roll of this car. I don't know if I'm making you guys sick, but driving on these back roads, we still got a little ways to go. It's nice. What the hell, I got a few more corners. Let me hit these corners so you guys can see my concentration when I drive. Doing 150 right now. There is no police around, nothing. We're hitting a corner right now. 30 mile an hour turn coming up. Oh, there we go. Get on the brakes. Hurt. Gonna step out a little bit. Got that rear end, step out just a tad bit. Nothing crazy. Whoa. Alright. We're going for it. Right now, there's nobody behind us. Of course, there's not anyone behind us. This thing's a fucking beast. Oh my god, it's... Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, here we go. God damn. Wow. Fucking 90 miles an hour around a 30 mile an hour turn. Caught up to everyone. Doing 100 miles an hour right now, guys. God damn. Alright, let's get some B-roll. Actually, there's one other thing that I want to do before we get to B-roll. Let's check out how this thing launches. I'm gonna go find a back road right now, so we can go ahead and launch this thing. I think this is actually a good spot right here. So, I'm gonna set the sequence. So get on the brakes. Traction control off. Shows it right there on the dash. And then he said go into dynamic mode. So we're in dynamic mode. Take it down to drive, put it in sports. And then we have the pedal shifters up here. He said take it to 2,000 RPM. Let's just see what happens. He said take it about 2,000 RPM. Whoa. Damn. So we're on the brakes. 2,000 RPM. I got it. I see what it's doing. Alright. So we're ready now.